Okay, ladies and gents, welcome back to Big Kevin's Garage. And I'm Kevin, by the way. Today we're going to work on something for Old Blue. Not nothing that's broken. We just want to try to add something else to Old Blue because I consider this being a project. So it's my little project that I've been working on. So, but with that being said, what we gonna do to Old Blue? We got something here. A dash camera, front and rear. I've been interested in putting one of these in. I see a lot of people that's got them, and it's kind of got me curious about um, having one in my truck, and I don't see why not. It's a 2.5K plus 1080p. So this is I'll say, fairly decent one. I've had it for a while. I just hadn't had the time to install it. But this here is an Amazon special, so there's nothing too spectacular about it. And I want to get it installed in Old Blue. I need to do a little bit more research on it to try to see what it's gonna take to get it installed. And I got my laptop here, and I'm gonna do a quick research thing. Just Google some things and see how complicated it would be to get installed. So with that being said, I'm gonna do that real quick, and I'll get back with you guys. Okay, I'm back. I did do a little research on the old dash cam here. It's not gonna be difficult at all. So what we're gonna do is go ahead and get it open there and see what we got in here. It's starting to get a little late on me, guys, so I'm gonna have to probably see what I got here and maybe finish this up tomorrow. Wiring harness, cigarette lighter. Now they do make these wireless, but I got the older version, so I do have this. Um, and I do have I have an extra plug in my truck. So this will be okay. This will be all right. I got an extra plug in there, so I can use that. Let's see what this is. And this right here is must be the camera itself. Yes, this is the camera. So yeah, I think this will be a simple setup and won't shouldn't take much at all to get it done. So let's get tools back in here. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm probably going to knock off here for the night, and I'll be back sometime in the morning, and we'll get the camera system installed, and let you guys check it out and see what you think. You might want one for your vehicle. So, with that being said, Y'all have a good afternoon, and I'll see you tomorrow in the morning. Okay. It's the next day, next morning. A lot of things has happened since yesterday. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna work on putting the camera in Old Blue that I showed you in the video before. We're gonna work on getting the camera in there today, and hopefully we have some success. But also, I jinxed myself, folks. I jinxed myself, and I blame myself for it. I actually spoke something into existence. Now, what I spoke into existence, not gonna tell you. You gotta go watch the video on the avalanche to see what I said. And no, I'm not gonna repeat what I said, but I can kind of give you an idea of what I said. Parts. Parts for the avalanche. So that should give you some kind of idea of what I said. But anyway, enough with that. We're gonna get set up. I did some more research last night on the camera system. Look like it's gonna be a pretty easy setup. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get you guys set up outside, and we're gonna tear into this thing and see what we can do. Okay. The first thing that I had to do, ladies and gentlemen, and even some boys and girls, first thing I had to do was clean the windshield, which I've already done that. I've cleaned the windshield and I got that done. The second thing I need to do is apply this little sticky thing here. I'm not sure what it is, but it's some kind of film. And this is what the camera is going to stick to. So I got to find me a good spot up here that's not out of the way, and get it stuck on there. So that's going to be the first thing that we do. It's got little tabs on it that you just peel away like so. And you find the spot where you want your camera to go, which I'm gonna stick it right here. Oh, it's got a bubble. Those bubbles out. Get those bubbles out. Come out, bubbles. Okay. Third thing we're gonna do is peel this adhesive that's on the top of the camera. We're gonna peel that off. Like so. Then we're gonna stick our camera right there in the spot, the designated spot. Okay. So far, so good. So far, so good. And after that, we got our phone charger here. That we gonna take apart to get that out of there. And plug our phone charger into the camera like so, and then run our wire where we want our wire to go. So ladies and gentlemen, off camera, I'm going to, well, I may can do it now. On camera, I gotta run my cord, a little pry bar here that it comes with, and get that tucked away. I'm gonna give myself a little room, a little space for that, because I'm gonna tuck all of this stuff out the way a little later. We just gotta try to get this thing plugged up, and I'll take the time off camera and hide the wires. But so far so good. This has been kind of simple. This is some thick cable, by the way. So, and plug it into the cigarette lighter like so. So like I said, off camera, I'm going to hide my wires and get that taken care of, and I'll be back with you guys. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I had a little bit of a trouble. I couldn't find out why I wasn't getting any power. So what I wound up doing was um checking the fuses, and I did find a bad fuse, and I had to replace the fuse. So with that being said, now I got power on my camera. So the camera is working. There might be a little bit of a glare. You may not be able to see from the sun, but I got the camera working. It took a minute to get that wire hid, but I got the wire hid best I could. Um, I don't see any, it, it's tucked good out of the way. So yeah, I got it tucked good out of the way. But I do have power now, so I'm thankful for that. That was a little bit of a struggle. That was a little bit worrying, but after I checked the fuses, I was good. Replaced one of the fuses, and I was good. So we good on that. We got power. So I just got to finish up with the getting the back one installed, and we should be in business. And with that being said, I'll get back with you guys. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, I've got started snaking the wire uh for the back camera. I need to be careful with this thing before I break it. Um, so as you can see, I'm working on the back camera now. So it's gonna take me a minute to snake the wire all the way to the back of the truck and get the camera mounted where I want it mounted at. So y'all just give me a few minutes to do that, which I'll be right back. It's simple. I just have to use my pry bar here and just poke it in behind, but it's going to take a minute to get that done, and I'm not going to bore you guys with all of that. So it's a lot of wire, and I got a little bit ways to go. So when I get that done, um I'll get back with you guys. So let me finish this part of the business up. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, anytime you see me pull these out, that means the struggle was real. And it was trying to find a good spot to mount that rear camera. Every spot I tried, the camera was upside down or it just wasn't a good spot. I was finally able to find somewhere to mount it, which I got it mounted upside down. So when I close the hatch, it'll be right side up, if you follow me. Uh, Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to let that wire just be there because it needs the room to where when I'm opening and closing the hatch. I didn't want to do it that way, but that was the only way that I could do it. Uh, yeah, that was a nice little pickup game. I hadn't been in one of those in a while. So with that being said, I'm gonna get you guys off the stand and I'm gonna let you see on the inside how the camera is and I'll show you where I hid the wire, where I got the wires hid and all that good stuff. So with that being said, I'm gonna get back with you guys. Okay, guys, let me show you what we got going on here. I done did it already. I got everything hidden as best I could. Um, hmm. Evidently the camera done powered down. There it goes. And right now it's a glare. Um, so you won't be able to see, but I got the camera perfect, but the sun done set to where it's a glare. So you can't really see it. But it's in a good spot. Um, yeah, I got the wires hidden as best I can, going on to the back of the vehicle, all the way to the back. No, I got the hatch up, so I told you guys wrong. I'm gonna have to let the hatch down so you can see it's shining up at the camera. So let me let the hatch down, and then you can see. All right, there it goes. Perfect down the driveway. And you got to toggle the thing how you want it. The little buttons from camera. You can split screen for the camera to shine to the front. You can split screen for the camera to shine in the back. You can make it just record in the back. You can make it record in the front. You can make it record both ways. You can record audio or you can turn the audio off. You got several things that you can do with this little camera. I just got to play with it a little bit more. I think it's going to be pretty neat. Uh, like I say, it's just another addition to Old Blue. I got to get in here and change some things around, clean up a little bit. I got to readjust my find some another spot for my phone holder. But other than that, yeah, I'm it. Everything turned out all right. It was a little bit of a struggle though. That it was. I can't even lie. It was. It was a struggle. So no, the struggle really was just trying to get it mounted in the back. I got like bubbles in my tent, which I'm gonna take that off. So I got bubbles in the tent. I'm gonna take that off and get it retinted. But it actually shines through that tent pretty good. That's what I was mostly worried about. It's shining through that tent, but it actually comes through that tent pretty good. So that was okay. That wasn't bad. So with that being said, guys, Old Blue got front and rear cameras. Uh, she got some new rubber on her, and we got a few more other things we got to fix on her, like This plastic, that'll be next. We're gonna fix that. Make sure we get that fixed. So that'll be one of the next projects. I'm a little wore out from fighting with that camera. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, you guys always remember, get out in the sunlight and do something.